I'm not even going to say anything to kick this off. I'm just going to roll the intro. If you're watching this channel, chances are you've played Tarkov before. That punishing game where every once in a while you get to make a sick play, but more often than not you get shot in the side of the head by a cheater. But this is different. Back on March 18th, this guy, Thomas Tunn, he wrote a tweet saying that he had created a one-to-one copy of Tarkov, but in Rust. So as a YouTuber that's been covering Tarkov for the last 8 years of my life, I very calmly ended up writing a message to Tom asking if he wouldn't mind showing me around. Oh, this is awesome, dude. So you pick whether or not you're going to be a USEC or a bear.
Yeah.
Dude, the PMC's faces almost kind of look like Nikita. And all of the maps, well, the ones that were completed so far anyway, over the last 4 years that Thomas Tunn has been working on it, were all stitched together in a giant open world. All of the buildings, all of the loot POIs, all of the landmark locations.
So you can build like triangle floors. It's basically like, I believe around 1,400 individual triangles that are like put together to build it.
All of the little details, all of the underground portions, all laid out in a one-to-one representation of Tarkov recreated completely using Rust assets. So, the purpose of this video is to give you guys an idea of what you're in for if you decide to play it, and provide you with a tour, and let you know that this map will be playable for everyone when Rust does its hard wipe on April 3rd. There will be a map for the US and one for the EU. Now, just so everyone knows, he didn't pay me for this or anything. I literally reached out to him because I thought this was such a cool freaking project that I couldn't wait to get a tour of it and show it all to all of you. But there are also some other hidden things on this map that I am not sharing that I would highly encourage you all to go and seek out. Now, this map is far from done. For now, there is a very small part of shoreline, the entirety of woods. Dude, this is so freaking cool. And then you have the full like sniper rock, and you got the spine over here. And I'm assuming like the mill is down here, right? Yep. So here's full lumber mill. The entirety of reserve, including the underground bunker area. Go down here. Can you still throw the power switch and everything, or is this just how the lighting is?
What do you mean? Oh, the power switch. Yeah, the power switch does not turn any of the lights on right now because
it just does it open up the door like underground or something?
Yeah, it opens the door under the
in D2
D2 bunker thing.
The entirety of customs through its first rework, but not all of the second as of yet. You can go from like Big Red across the river and see like, you know, how this was made, and you're like, okay, yeah, like this is really close. But then you can see, like you were saying, with the updated tools by just going across the river and looking inside of like the building that you did with like the more updated shit, like how much more detailed the options that you had for the tools were. Is this what fly hackers feel like? You have entered the Scavs faction bounty list.
Oh, how many have you already killed?
That's what I get for killing 2 scav bosses.
Oh, so you have killed the bosses.
The entirety of factory through its first rework, but not the second as of yet. Dude, they love throwing flashes. That's awesome.
But the proper weapons, of course, I think. Oh, there we go. His helmet blew off. Did you see that?
Yeah.
His helmet broke off.
Yeah. This is sick, man. So cool. Oh yeah, there's his gun. A shoreline portside area next to what would be terminal called Bay 4, inspired by Bay 5 from Tarkov Arena. The pond and cliffs area overlooking what would be the lighthouse water treatment plant.
And here, by the way, the lake is actually accessible. Like fastest wall, you can actually be here on the lake.
And the lighthouse rail yard. Like the way that you have this laid out, I mean, it's pretty much a one-to-one. All of this is interconnected with countryside that was put together via artistic license. But if you look at the map, it all flows really, really well. And if I may, it provides us with a visualization of Nikita's endgame dream that unfortunately never, I think, will be realized, of having a completely interconnected and seamless large open world map that is Escape from Tarkov. Now, eventually, over the coming years, the entirety of Tarkov will be integrated into this map. And the objective here, assuming that server performance can keep, is to maintain a population of 200 concurrent players on the map at all times. Assuming, of course, it meets its server capacity. Oh, and I forgot to mention, all of the maps that are complete have all of the scav bosses on them too, including Killa and Tagilla, even though Interchange Mall isn't done yet, but Killa sometimes shows up on Factory, doesn't he? Oh, and there's Rashala. Got sunglasses and all. For now, the scav bosses that are located on the map are going to be respawning once every 3 hours until obviously someone kills them and takes their stuff. Now, of course, depending on server performance, all of this is subject to change, but this is one hell of a cool project. As someone that looks at reviews and plays an awful lot of video games for a living, mind you, it's really difficult in this day and age for someone like me and someone that's been gaming for a really long time to be genuinely impressed anymore. Unfortunately, few and far between are the times when we just sit there in awe, smiling from ear to ear at just the pleasure of being able to take part in something that's really cool. But I'm gonna tell you, man, this was one of those times. I just sat here smiling from ear to ear, like the entire time, at just how cool of a thing this was. Not only recreating a one-to-one representation of all of these maps, but also giving physical locations and personas to the actual physical traders. Oh yeah.
Have you seen it? Yeah, just right here.
There she is. So what is it? Is it E? Oh yeah, it's E to talk to her. There she is. Very cool. And then she has tasks. Shortage, hello mercenary, hand over 3 large medkits.
All kinds of bombs.
Oh yeah, so she has barters. Oh, so it shows you like, all right, it's metal and cloth to get a, was that a flamethrower turret? Something that, again, Nikita wanted to do but has yet to accomplish. Even providing a fast travel transit system to help you get from point to point via an underground network of scav tunnels, where for a small fee, you can have it send you to different grid coordinates, almost as if you were extracting.
Alright, and you press the button, you just go bottom floor.
Oh, this is cool.
There we go, we've entered, like, do you see when it pops up in the corner, like, save zone? That means, nobody can kill you.
Oh, yeah, right. So you say extract? Oh, so it's like fast travel. Okay, so if I wanted to go to, like, Chemical Factory, I just say, all right, I'm going to go to Chemical Factory, you're extracting, then it gives me a countdown, and then it sends me over to the Chemical Factory. And this is under Factory?
Yeah, this is one of them. It's under
Oh,
Factory.
dude. This is actually super cool because in the books there's actually tunnels that the cult dug underneath and like around Factory anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was basing on.
Yeah, this is so sick, man.
It also connects kind of to customs as well. You can walk like through these tunnels to get to customs here.
Yeah, as long as you have a light.
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here.
And of course, because it's Rust, there will also be base building and raiding and the ability to take everybody else's stuff. In some ways, it's a more fleshed out, realistic representation of the spirit of Tarkov and surviving in this harsh Tarkov environment than the game Tarkov is itself, which not for nothing I found to be pleasantly surprising and one hell of a twist. And honestly, I can't wait to see it go live, if only to be a fly on the wall, so that I can see all of the dramatic events as they unfold as people progress their way through this city and its surrounding areas. But anyway, for those of you that are interested in the project and want to learn more about it, and I was told there would be a priority queue opportunity for people that want to be able to pay for it, you can find a link to the project Discord in the description of the video. Also, I should mention here that for people that find themselves kind of compelled to want to contribute to this and possibly help work on the map, Thomas said that he would entertain the idea and would be interested in anybody talented that has an attention for detail that would like to help contribute to the completion of the project. So there is that. Well, at any rate, guys, that's what I have for this one. Thanks so much for coming and checking out the video. If you would be so kind as to sub the channel here if you're not already, I would very much appreciate it. Otherwise, you can check me out over at twitch.tv/Onepeg. Man, this was cool. This is such a cool project. Thank you for lending me your eyeballs, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.